the bronze to Mayor Chris Myers of Medford, New Jersey. That's one photograph of him. And this, allegedly, this is another photograph of him. Mayor Myers is, surprisingly enough, a right-wing, family values Republican who lost a race for Congress 3 years ago and will not confirm that that was him in the Newy Blueies, or as the Burlington County Times newspaper reports that the pictures were part of a little romp with a gay prostitute in California a year ago this month. They were emailed to the paper from the man who said Myers paid him $500 and promised him a car and a recording studio. The man also somehow has photos of the mayor's ID and his township gold badge and a receipt from the ATM for the cash. Another holier-than-thou hypocritical right-wingers not knew the denial by Mayor Myers is. I've been down that road before, 2, 3, 4, where a photo has been photoshopped to look like something it wasn't. This is absolutely crazy. I have no idea who this person is. Obviously, we're dealing with a crackpot and someone who's pissed off at me in some way. There are crazy people. The newspaper also says Myers told them the bag with his ID in it was easily accessible and somebody could have easily sneaked into his hotel room and easily photographed his ID cards and gold badge and easily photographed him while he was easily asleep. Easily. The runners-up Dave Briggs, Allison Camerata, and Clayton Morris, the host of the weekend edition of Fox and Friends on Fixed News. Yes, they're the B team to the weekday dingbats, so they're astoundingly bad. If you haven't heard, there is a 38-year-old woman named Stacey Hessler who left her Florida home with the full support of her husband and her 4 teenage kids to join Occupy Wall Street. The B team does not like her.
I want to reiterate what Allie mentioned. This 38-year-old Hessler, mother of 4, says, military people leave their families all the time, so why should I feel bad? I'm fighting for a better world. That is more disgusting than any of the filth down there in Wall Street. Equating what she's doing with military service, Joe Biden would be embarrassed by that.
Her husband also works for a bank.
He's a banker.
Right. So
her husband's a banker.
Why not just protest at home?
Maybe she has been.
Right, maybe that's part of the problem.
Her husband's a banker, used to work at Bank of America, now works for a local bank in Florida. She's clearly having a midlife crisis of some sort to leave your kids. And she says that she doesn't plan to go home. Actually, she's going to stay there for the duration.
Oh, good. All right.
A role model.
Let us know what you think about that.
So she's disgusting, she's having a midlife crisis, she's denying her husband sex, and she's an unfit mother because she decided to get involved in something political that she believes in. It's funny, that woman host you saw there, Allison Camerata, she has 3 kids, yet she leaves the house at 4 in the morning to go work at the political whorehouse that is Fox News. I don't see anybody suggesting they take her kids away. But our winner, good old Herman Cain, your pretend candidate for President of the United States and author of Plan 999 from Outer Space. In an interview with David Brody of CBN, he has come out in favor of a constitutional amendment to ban abortion. That's not much of a shock. The second half of this soundbite, this is a shock.
Are you for some sort of pro-life amendment to the Constitution that, in essence, would trump Roe v. Wade?
Yes. Yes. I feel that strongly about it. You know, if we can get the necessary support and it comes to my desk, I'll sign it. That's all I can do. I will sign it.
No. No, you won't. Presidents don't sign constitutional amendments. Kind of thing you might want to know about if you wanted to be president. Herman Cain, who may also support a constitutional amendment to make his interview make some kind of sense. Today's worst person in the world.